Hello, it's happening. We're filming, and before I even speak, let me pour the tea because I do not want my tea to oversteep. That is just tragic, 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 tragic. Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Mariah, and this is my channel that I call Kaladara Creations. And this is a series that I started to just practice chatting in front of a camera, to get a little less shy with this whole talking process. I feel uncomfortable with it, but I am getting better, I will say. And this is episode 4, which is crazy to think that I've been doing this for a month now already. I mean, I started YouTube like a year ago, but then I stopped for a bit. I only did it for like 2 months, stopped, and then restarted up like 6 or 7 months ago. So I've been at it, and but this series itself I started a month ago now. And yeah, like I said, it's just the intention to practice speaking and rambling, and I guess if you're curious, you get to know me a little bit. So yeah, this is what this is. So welcome. I really am trying to learn how lighting works. I'm new to using a camera and understanding lighting and all of that. And I think there's nothing I can do about it. I can't force lighting to work in a different way because I want to be facing it this way so you can see the beautiful like greenery in the sky, but then you can't see me and it's just like I'm just a complete shadow, which I feel might not be as exciting to watch. So alas, unfortunately, you can only see it in the reflection there. But I will admire it, and hopefully it will inspire what I say while you stare at me instead of staring at a shadow. Okay, hi. First, let me cheers, and I encourage you. This will be a slightly longer format, so if you want to get yourself some tea, have perhaps a little tea ceremony. Oh, I didn't even show you my setup. Look how cute. Look at my teapot. I love tea. I feel like Alice in Wonderland. I just want to have a tea party. Honestly, why have I never like had a tea party? Quote me now. 1 year for my birthday, I want to have just like a big old tea party. Anyways, this is just me gushing about my love for tea. But yeah, pour yourself some tea. This is a red tea. Yeah, so cheers. Oh yeah, and I don't know if I said already, this is, like no cuts. This is raw. That's what the intention with these stream of consciousnesses is, to have this real raw format where like my other videos, I like it, but I do some like, I do some cuts, some crops, like that would have been cut out probably, but here we just haven't all of it. So, and also we're just free flowing, like what the fuck are we gonna talk about? Yeah, I guess first and foremost, let's talk about what's been on my mind. Yesterday I filmed a video on like creativity and inspiration, and it was really cool because I found myself being inspired in so many ways and having new waves in my own, like, I don't want to say my own, like I own creativity. That's a silly way to say it, but you know, like my sense of creativity started flowing through more yesterday after that video, and that was fucking awesome. And it's so cool how things like that happen. Like I just happened to make this video about creativity and then it sparks mine more. And like yesterday I discovered this little spot, like this place that I'm staying at right now has this beautiful like pathway with like garden-y-esque, jungly-esque vibe all around it. It's so beautiful. But then I discovered this like little spot when I was walking and filming the other day, and I was like, what if I sat there? And then I wanted to like film a little shot of me, like, you know, doing some reading and some writing. And then I was like, wait, I'm gonna put my cushion out here. And then I put my cushion there, and it is amazing. Like, sincerely, I'm just like nestled in like this beautiful like jungle-esque gardeny vibe, and I feel like a little fairy. And yeah, this morning I went out there and journaled and sat, and oh, I was so happy, and I feel like I needed that. So I'm gonna make that a part of like my everyday ritual, routine now. So I found like inspiration from that. And then like also in many other ways. So it was cool. It was really, really cool. Yeah, I guess these are kind of like diary entries too. Like perhaps someone out there is interested, but alas, regardless, it'll be useful for me maybe one day to return to these. So hi, future Mariah. Let me update you on your life. I'm gonna try to actually drink my tea because usually when I make these, I let my tea get cold because I'm just yapping. It's hard to have a conversation with not another person because I'm just talking so much. But yeah, so right now I am nomadic and I'm traveling and I am staying in Bali, Indonesia, and I'm like just kind of doing some intentional solitude time in this little like house that's kind of jungly-esque in a town that is not at all touristy, and it's so beautiful. Like I'm just so deeply inspired here, and I've been spending like nearly all of my time here. I have gone out here and there to get groceries, and which is a far drive, and then gone to the waterfall, and I'm gonna be doing some things, but mostly just been sitting here on this porch, taking this in and creating, and then also like training dance and doing so many things. But it's like my days have just been me. And I remember when I first was contemplating doing this, I was a bit hesitant. Like I wanted to, part of me wanted to do it, but a part of me was like do I really need to do like a month of solitude? Like is that, you know, like is that the best use of my time? And I was really like a bit wishy-washy on it. Such an interesting word, wishy-washy. I wonder where that came from. I get a little self-conscious of my gulps when I have a mic on me because I feel like you guys can hear them so loudly. Just naming. I feel like when you name what you're shy about, it becomes less of a shy thing. At least it works for me. So anyways, just name that. Oh, the birds. The roosters. It's so beautiful. What the fuck was I saying? Oh yeah, I was a bit wishy-washy. That's what we're talking about staying here for a month in solitude. And alas, I decided to stay for one more month. So what I was hesitant to do for 1 month turned into 2 months of solitude. So it's so good. It's so exciting. I feel that this is exactly what I needed. Just a space for me to really reconnect with myself. I feel, not that I felt super disconnected, but I do feel that I wasn't like as in my center. And I feel that like I just needed some time to really meet myself and show up with routine and show up with more presence for myself, with less like distractions. Not to say that I'm gonna like completely like monk mode and never like enter the real world, you know. I think it's important and I want to immerse myself in the world, but also I want to do it from more of a space that feels connected to myself so I can show up more fully in what I'm doing. And then I also, one of my intentions of like going nomadic and just taking this leap is really for me to pursue my dreams of creating and exploring my creativity and sharing like I am here on YouTube. So I really set that intention, and then I went nomadic like 5 months ago. And I feel like the YouTube situation, I still was doing it, but the first couple of months it got put on the back burner a bit. And yeah, I just feel like I needed a little bit of a reality check, like just more of a, like, what am I doing? What do I want? What are my intentions? Am I showing up and meeting what my intentions are, you know? And I feel that I wasn't showing up as fully as I wanted to in this world. So with that, all that to say that, yeah, part of me wanted to, yeah, use this solitude to really dive into this. And yeah, to, like I'm doing right now, learning about myself through the process, kind of refining my skills of video making and, you know, content creation. I feel like it's so interesting to say. I don't know, I feel a little cringe about it. Just the connotations around the words nowadays. But anyways, yeah, so that's my intention, and I feel I wanted to really, learn about my style and kind of just dive into this. So that's what I'm doing, and it just feels so good. Like I feel so fucking good. Not to say that I don't have moments of like, you know, it's interesting like being here in solitude. Yeah, it's like each day, like I'm showing up with very similar rhythms. Each day has a bit of a different texture, but the same rhythm. So it's exciting because I notice myself growing in these ways, even subtly, but also there's a lot of sameness. So I can start to like really turn inward and notice like thought patterns that come up. So when I say I'm feeling so good, it's not to say that I don't notice certain things surfacing. And I feel that a big one for me that I've shared in these stream of consciousnesses multiple times is that like indecisiveness of feeling like, what is my next step? Like that uncomfortability with the unknown, like kind of feeling like, sorry if that was loud in the mic. Yeah, just feeling, yeah, because there's so much unknown, as we always do have this unknown. But I guess being nomadic, it's like, where am I even physically going to be living, you know? And just in general, yeah, there's a lot of question marks in my life and feeling uncertain about that. And I've been noticing this theme of my mind trying to anchor a sense of known into different, like projecting potential narratives into the future of what I could be doing, which in a way it's useful to like plan. I have been trying to like loosely plan like what my steps are moving forward, but I have this loose plan while keeping freedom for what feels like I want to, you know, if something spontaneous comes up and I'm like desire to move in a different way, then I'm allowing myself to move in that way. But anyways, I've just been noticing that amongst that like subtle planning, I need to be discerning with the space in which the planning is coming from, which I talk about that a lot in my videos, about how important it is for you to not just look at things on the surface. You need to look at what's behind it, like on a deeper level. And it is like, is there a part of me that's planning genuinely just to kind of like, you know, provide myself some structure? Or is there like a part of me that's planning to avoid the unknown? Is it insecurity speaking and moving? Or is it like something that feels solid, you know? And first of all, let me light this incense. We're like 12 minutes in and I keep stalling to do it. Okay, let's light this. This is sandalwood. I really love sandalwood. This neon yellow lighter is not aesthetic. It's okay. I'm not attached to it, but I will say, it doesn't match the vibe. All right. It smells so good, dude. It smells so good. Let me put it in here. Look how pretty. I've said this many times, but I'm a lover of pretty things, you know? If we're gonna be here, I wanna admire all the beauty all around me, and I love it. Look at this beautiful incense holder. It's a mudra. So pretty. So pretty. Thank you for your service. Okay, let me pause. Hydrate. I think at this point, tea is just like running through my blood. It's a loud chicken. He's really close by. Yeah, I just love tea. Wow. Okay, but yeah. So all of that just to update future Mariah where I'm at. And yeah, so like I said, it's kind of cool how since things have been very similar, like a similar rhythm with subtle different textures each day, I have noticed that I've been growing a lot, like actually, and I think it's important for us to acknowledge our growth and to celebrate it. Yeah, it feels exciting. Like even just like on here on YouTube, like watching my videos from when I first started making them to here now, yeah, I can see my growth. It's really beautiful. I'm really loving what I'm creating, and I feel that I'm getting more intentional with them and feeling more inspired and excited as I make them, and just learning. I'm learning about myself through the process, which is my main objective here. Like it's my main objective, like is to just explore my creativity and to get to know about myself more. So I feel fulfilled in that way. Like I feel that this is fulfilling. It's exciting, and I'm getting better at talking in front of the camera. Look at me go. Look at me go. Yay me. We need to be our own hype people. Come on now. Yeah, so that's that. I have my journal here, and I want to show you guys a little hobby of mine amongst the many, many hobbies that I have. And that is that I really have been, at the beginning of the year, I set some intentions of certain things that I wanted to like hone in on and like focus on. Because I've noticed that like with this so much creativity flowing through, there's like so much excitement to explore different things, and I have so much throughout the years, and now I just want to hone in more on what I feel most passionate about so I can grow in those areas. But still, as I'm saying that, one of my intentions is something new, is calligraphy. Calligraphy is so beautiful, so beautiful. So I really wanted to learn that, and I still do. I haven't studied it properly. So but I set intention. I do want to do that at some point. Like I would love to study in like Japan, perhaps. We'll see what's down the road. But for now, I ended up finding like calligraphy pens, and I've just been kind of like free flowing, like different. I don't want to get this too close because I don't really even know what these pages say. Okay, this is my diary. Let's see. Okay, to be honest with you, they're on like every page. Okay, I think it's working now. So I will have to do one edit, which is to just merge these two clips together because my camera stopped filming. I didn't delete my footage from my last video, so it was full and it stopped in middle of me sharing my diary with you, which maybe was good because I looked at the footage and you can read what I wrote. I don't really even know what I wrote. Let's see. I think it's pretty chill. Not that there's anything like bad written in my diary, but like, you know, sometimes it's personal, it's private, you know. But hi, I need to learn how to use a camera. First of all, like for some reason, when I delete videos on my camera, like on my computer from my camera, I assume it's gonna delete it on here, but it doesn't. And I just like reformat my card every time to make them, I just don't get it. If anybody's watching this and understands how to use like how to actually delete stuff, that would be helpful. Let me know. And then also, bro, I can't even work a tripod, dude. Like this shit is always crooked. Like I just don't understand. Like I have like a very fancy tripod and it can go so many different ways, but I'm like, how the fuck do I make it level every time? I don't get it. I don't understand. And also, more advice if anybody's out there and knows how this is very specific, okay? My tripod stinks. Like, and that's not just like me saying it sucks. Like it literally stinks. When I was in Thailand, I noticed there were like ants living inside of it. And then eventually like I got them all out and I traveled, but now every time I go to open the tripod, like it smells bad and I don't know what the fuck to do about that. So anyways, there's just mild first world issues. It's not really bothering me that much, but it is something I probably should tend to. Anyways, hello, welcome back. I want to show you these again. Let me get back at it. So I just want to share that, yeah, I guess I've just been doing this. So this is a practice I do, which maybe someone out there is inspired by this and wants to also do this. Just every day while I'm journaling, like on each page, I do at least one little symbol, and these calligraphy pens are so fun. I honestly tend to not be someone who paints or draws that often. I do in the past. I used to have a journal I would doodle and do fun things in, and I've done like abstract paintings and different stuff, but it's not the art form that I necessarily gravitate towards. And I also am not so naturally talented with it. I'm sure if I honed in and harnessed the skill, I could get better at it. But I just feel like everything I do with this pen looks beautiful, basically. So what I'm saying is, like, if you don't tend to have like naturally good drawing abilities, I feel if you get one of these calligraphy pens and just draw symbols, like you might start to fall in love with your artistic abilities a bit more. Like that's what's happening for me. So what I do is like for each symbol, and because it's in my journal, I'll be writing about something, and then typically it's related to the topic of what I'm journaling about. Like if I have like a feeling or a thought or an idea related to it, then I will like first internally set intention of that, of what I want the symbol to mean. And then after I set intention internally, I'll just kind of literally let my hand do whatever it wants to do. And right now we're talking about this. Let's set intention for free flow. Let's just draw a symbol related to, sorry, I'm just like trying to make sure I don't hit the microphone with my hair. See, this is the little things that I would probably crop out because you don't need to hear me saying that. But here, guys, we're real and raw. Okay, so what did I say the symbol is? Free flow. All right, free flow. Let's see if I want you guys to watch me do this. Okay, friends, this is my art class. I feel like I would be a fun art teacher. Boy, my voice cracked. I'd be a fun art teacher. All right, and I guess I'm doing it sideways. Like, why not? Okay, I want to go down here. Let's go here. All right. I feel like I have people watching me. I feel a little bit pressure, but it's okay. Let's see, art of letting go. This is practice for it. Kind of looks like a spider. I don't know why I'm getting spider vibes, but this is what happened. Okay. Now let's open another page. And let's do a symbol. Let's do it allowing, like the intention of allowing something to be. Because honestly, I drew that and I have people watching me now, so I was a little bit like critical in my head and I was like, oh, that's not that pretty. That didn't turn out so good. So allowing something to be, let's do that symbol because yeah, I can let that go and doesn't need to be any certain type of way. Doesn't need to look any, allowing something. Okay. To allow something to be. Let's do one more because this is fun. It's equal parts fun and challenging, like I said, because shit, man, when I do it in my journal, I'm just like, whatever. All right, now let's do, what intention do I want to do? Okay, what's coming up in my head is let's do a symbol. It's like for that, this feels silly, but this was coming, it's like for the hell of it, just for the fun of it. Like just fun. That's like the idea here. Like why just let loose? Do it for fun. Fuck it. Okay. That's him. For fun. Okay. Thanks for coming to my art class, kiddos. I hope you felt a little inspired by that, right, kids? If not, I hope you were entertained. If not, I don't need to control your experience. You're allowed to have whatever experience you want. I don't need you to feel any type of way, my love. You can feel as you feel, and that is okay. That is okay. I really like using tarot cards for bookmarks. Look how beautiful that is. Look how beautiful that is. And then this one, I actually only have 2 tarot card bookmarks with me. I didn't bring my deck because let's do a little ramble on tarot cards. I first started using tarot cards like 8 years ago now. And when I first started using them, I was using them every day. Like every morning, I'd pull a card and then I'd work with them when I had questions and all of that. And I do feel like I got a bit like kind of reliant on them, which I feel like a lot of people do. Like really just leaning on them to get your answers. And then I started to notice this habit after like a couple of years, and I was like, maybe I should try to learn how to use this as a tool to connect with my intuition. So I started to do that, where I started to ask questions, like, sorry, my mind just got distracted. Okay, now let's hone it in. Okay, focus. So when I would like ask it a question, go to pull a card, I would set the deck down and like, shuffle, set my little intention, ask a question, shuffle, and then I'd split the deck into 2 piles, and then I'd hover my hand over each pile, and then I would notice in my hand what subtly like felt more resonance towards. Like you can feel like and I feel like it's a muscle you learn through practice. Like you start to notice the way different energies feel subtly and what ones you resonate towards. And I do feel like pulling a tarot card works. It's starting to rain, just in case you hear that in the back. I feel like pulling a tarot card works regardless. So like even if I just shuffle and pull it, that's okay. But I feel like this is a way of kind of like expanding the process of pulling a card so that you can get to know your intuition. Like I was saying, like feeling the resonance, and then I would feel the resonance towards what pile, and then I'd pick that pile, put the other to the side, split that, and I would just keep doing it until I'm down to the last card. And I did that for a while, and eventually I really did stop using tarot cards. Now occasionally I'll pull them if they happen to be around me, like at a cafe a few weeks ago, a month ago, I pulled a card because it was there. But yeah, I like to try to more so just find the answers within myself, because I really do believe that the answers lie within us. But I do feel like these divination tools, can become like a conduit. Is that the word for it? Like a way to channel our intuition into something. So it really is just like ourself we're connecting with. And I don't want to get all technical. I mean, we're always connecting with divine because everything is divine, but like a shortcut is just to connect with yourself and to try to get to know those answers. But it can be a tool to get to know how to find those answers within yourself. So, but then also I do feel like from my own experience that I've seen in the other people's, in the external kind of feeling like you can project certain narratives and hopes onto the tarot cards and distort them. So it can be a slippery slope sometimes, but we also can do that. We can project that on anything, So anyways, that was a long ramble about tarot cards, but yeah, so before I went on my adventures, before I went nomadic, 6 months ago now, I pulled a card, kind of like an overarching card for my travels, and it was this card, which is, this is the Thoth deck. It's a different deck. Someone gifted this to me. It's like the normal tarot, but it has some extra cards, and this one is, let's see, can you see it? I have to do the little thing, I think I do. It's the Magus, which is the magician. That feels exciting, pulling that right before me embarking on this, kind of like the magician, the world is at my fingertips. I can create whatever it is that I desire. I have magic within me and all around me. It's just learning how to hone it in, how to manifest. I cringe at the word manifest a bit now because it's so overly used, but still it is a useful word. But truly, to learn how to manifest my dreams and to, make magic happen, baby. So, and perhaps that is not the direct interpretation of the magician. I know a bit about it, but I don't know in depth. That's just my interpretation of what I remember it meaning when I looked it up and how I interpret it. So don't come at me if you're a tarot card guru, okay? But anyways, or come at me, it's okay, whatever. I'm not gonna respond. Honestly, if people I have I'm still new here on YouTube, so I'm sure I'll get more of this, but I have had some comments here or there that are a little bit just mean comments, people saying some just outrageous stuff, and I'm not gonna entertain anything. just so you know. So it's like if someone's gonna make some like really nasty comment or say anything, like I'm not gonna entertain it. I have no need to try to defend myself. I have no need to try to like push back and fight you and explain to you why you're wrong. I have no need to respond to it. I'm not gonna give it any of my energy. You know, I read all my comments, so I read it and I'm like, okay. None of my business, but you're trying to put it up on my business, but whatever. I'm not gonna delete it, I don't even care. That's how I choose to orient to it, because I don't need it to impact my sense of self-worth in any ways, and I feel solid with myself, in my intentions and the way I'm showing up. So I'm always open to like genuine, like coming from a genuine space. Like I was saying earlier, like it depends on the space something's coming from, and if someone like genuinely offered like constructive criticism, I guess, like, you know, feedback, or want to chat about something they notice, I'm very open to that. Absolutely. But mean comments that are coming from, you know, a wobbly space that just has nothing to do with me, it has nothing to do with me, so I have no need to respond, my love, you know? No need to respond. But anyways, alas, it is getting rainy and it is getting dark and my camera is getting hot and bothered. I'm sorry, that was a little bit of a spicy way to say it, but you know, she don't like to film for long. So I'm gonna wrap this bitch up. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching this if you did, and thank you for watching this if you didn't watch it. What a trippy thing to say. I wonder if all the people that didn't watch it actually heard me thank them. Okay, so hey future Mariah, that's so trippy to think about that. Future me watching this, hey, how's it going? I hope you're doing good. Yeah, okay, so yeah, till next time, guys. You know what, actually, while I'm here, let me just plug myself a little bit. I am gonna be posting, I've been posting 3 times a week, bro. I'm going in stream of consciousnesses once a week, just kind of philosophical pattern exploration chats once a week, and then more creative-esque videos once a week, like a vlog or like an outfit video and stuff. And yeah, I'm just exploring my creativity in all these ways, and I'm sharing so much. So expect all those. You can find me on Instagram, Kaladara Creations. You can find me on TikTok, Kaladara Creations. You can find me up here. I guess that's all of it. Okay, anyways, that's enough of that. Till next time.